JetBrains IDE versions 2026.2, .NET 11 Preview 6, VS Code 1.129 and more, all of this in this episode of Developer News for the calendar week 29. But first we start with some new GitHub stuff. GitHub repository admins can now archive a pull request, which removes it from the visibility of the public. This is useful if you want to keep abusive or spammy PR for archiving purposes. In GitHub projects, you can now use and or operators in the filters bar, which can even be combined with each other. Furthermore, there is a new reviews search filter that allows searching for a review status of a PR. The new versions 2026.2 for the JetBrains IDEs are here. They come with various new features, starting with GitHub Copilot, which is now natively integrated into the JetBrains AI assistant. Another AI improvement is the new Agent Skills Manager, where you can download agent skills like you would download JetBrains plugins. Then there is support for third-party providers in AI-based code completions. WebStorm and PHPStorm come with support for TypeScript 7. IntelliJ has support for Java 27 and Kotlin 2.4. Then if you open the settings dialog, it now no longer blocks the UI behind it. So now you can use the UI while settings is open. The new CLion release comes with support for the new C++ reflection. Furthermore, it removes the CLion classic engine. If you still rely on the old engine, it can be downloaded from the JetBrains marketplace. That's of course not everything. If you're interested in a more detailed list of changes, changelogs are linked in the description below. .NET 11 Preview 6 is here. In C# you can now define extension indexes, closing another gap to what can be extended with an extension block. An official example from the changelog is now on display if you're interested in a use case. The previously introduced union feature can now be used without any further boilerplate code, so it just works. Furthermore, these unions can now be serialized to JSON. There are 4 new stream types: read-only memory stream, writable memory stream, read-only sequence stream, and string stream that allow passing in-memory data as a stream argument without having to copy it to a memory stream first. The vector types become more than a dozen new methods for common vector operations. These are displayed now. The process API has some new features too. Process start info.startSuspended starts a process in suspended mode. You can then use the new save process handle.open or .tryopen to open this process handle and use save process handle.resume to resume the process. Visual Studio Code 1.129 comes with a new modern UI that you can activate in the settings. This new user interface has more rounded corners and overall a more modern look. What do you think of this new UI? Write it down in the comments. Agent sessions now run in their own processes, so that they can be used in multiple VS Code windows at once. The Agents panel, you can now enter an exclamation mark to run a command in the CLI. This gives the content of the terminal output to the agent. And that's already it for this week. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode, and goodbye.